Alright, we should be live. We should be live. I'll play some more Need for Speed. We gonna play some more Need for Speed, buddy. Cause why not? Why not play some online racing? Alright. Cause YouTube wants to be weird. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Let me share the stream. Share it to Twitter real quick. I was playing offline for a little bit, so I was like, yeah, let me hop online, get some racing done online, go up the stream. See what's good. And then let me do one more thing. Level 17, this guy's a fugitive. He's a fugitive. He's a fugitive. We gotta watch out for him. I have to get a video made. I'll make a video tomorrow. Put up a video tomorrow. There's been a lot of announcements lately as well. You had the PlayStation State of Play, Xbox at the Tokyo Game Show, Nintendo Direct like a week ago, I believe. A week or two ago? I think it was a week. A lot of game announcements. And I told people, I said, look, the end of this year and heading into 2026 is going to be a packed year for gaming. You have those periods where it's a little bit of a low period in gaming in regards to releases. But I said Q4 this year going into 2026, there's going to be a lot of games coming out that people are going to love. And we're already seeing some of those titles hit now. And this is where you start to see the generation hit a corner in regards to releases, the quality of games that you see coming out, the variety of different titles and genre depth, right? So there's a lot that's hitting. You got Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7 for the first person shooter lovers. Those two games are dropping. Silent Hill F just dropped. Ghost of Yotei, the reviews are coming out for that game and it's looking really, really good. There's a lot coming out, not even to mention some of the games that are going to be coming out next year. So we're entering a really good period. We're into a very solid period in games right now. This guy has no idea what he's doing with that trigger. There's a lot of heavy hitting titles dropping, so people are not gonna be bored no matter what platform you're on. Oh, let me not forget about the Nintendo games that are coming out as well. Pokemon, a couple more Mario games are dropping. You also have Metroid that was announced. Well, Prime 4 had gameplay shown. I shouldn't say announced. Drift car? God damn! What the fuck was that? My car just didn't want to turn right there. This right here is gonna be the warm-up race, cause god damn, this car just doesn't want to speed up. Like, holy fuck, can I get past 168? That's why I was just like, McLaren, man, this shit is just not want to turn a higher gear sometimes. Just stuck on one gear. But yeah, we're hitting a corner with gaming right now, where the releases are looking really good. And there's still a lot of titles that haven't been announced for next year that we're gonna see pretty soon, with like events that's gonna start early next year, like around the springtime when they start having some of their events. We're talking about pre-Summer Games Fest, when you have like a couple more state of plays, Xbox showcases, Nintendo Directs that are going to announce the Q3 and Q4 games for next year. So we still have a couple more events heading into next year where there's going to be announcements. So people just have to be prepared. I think from a PC gaming standpoint, there's nothing that's really out. Like I said before in like a couple of videos I made, especially in regards to the 5080 Super, 5070 Super, 70 Ti Super video I made, talking about the leaked specs of that. Like, unless there's like games that are coming out that's really pushing your hardware and you desperately need the upgrade, a lot of people don't need the upgrade their PCs for a while. I say like, once we start getting closer towards like PS6 launch, like next gen, that's when you upgrade, because you're gonna want the VRAM. And the PS6, whatever the next Xbox is gonna be, that's gonna have a lot more VRAM, so it's gonna be much more demanding on your PCs. That's when I'll recommend people upgrading their PCs, because the games that are gonna be coming out then, we're talking about 2027, 2028, so 3-4 years from now, that's when it's gonna be like, oh, you're a 30 series user, you're already an A2 user, yeah, you're gonna have to upgrade. And that's why the super leaks are very important, because you see them increasing VRAM capacity for Blackwell refresh. It's like, yeah, your GPU is gonna need the VRAM heading into the future. And then when I think about AAA gaming, it's like, alright, what AAA game's gonna come out that's gonna really be demanding from a hardware perspective? And I talked about it in that video. It said Cyberpunk sequel and Witcher 4. Those are gonna be the two games that's really gonna be demanding titles. I'm sure that they're gonna be optimized. Time will tell, but in regards to demanding, yeah, those are gonna be the games that are gonna bring your PCs to its knees. What was I doing right there, man? Thought I could go wide right there. Wasted my knowledge right there because I got crashed. Catch up to this guy so I can slipstream and get some knowledge up on him. And this guy's just clipping through cars. That was the race, but we'll take it. A little bit of a rush start. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, like gaming, well, I won't even say gaming, this generation of gaming is turning a corner. This quarter entering next quarter. It's not to say that there weren't good games that came out this generation so far, but there's been a lot of mid. I'll say that. You look at 8th gen was very, very consistent most of the generation. For PlayStation, it picked up, even though like they weren't really hitting with anything too crazy in the beginning of the PS4, but most of the 8th gen was very, very consistent. A lot of bangers. We still have bangers this generation, but there's been a lot of mid. It's been slow here and there, but for the most part, there's still been titles coming out every year. But this quarter entering next year is going to be some heavy hitting titles that people are really, really going to enjoy. The only issue that's really been hindering this generation has been optimization issues with a lot of titles. Optimization issues on console and the PC side. More particularly with Unreal Engine 5. And you'll have like the people that be like, oh, it's not the engine, it's not the engine. It's both the engine and the devs. It's a shared responsibility. And I made a video talking about this, and I defer to the knowledge of people who actually work with the engine and listen to what they have to say. And a lot of people who are working with the engine, especially very, very experienced devs who worked with UE3, UE4, they said it. Like, I can take a scene from Unreal Engine 4, put it in Unreal Engine 5, and Unreal Engine 5 is just much more intensive on your hardware than UE4 with the same exact scene. And that's a given. Like, of course the newer engine in some cases is going to be much more demanding on your hardware versus an older engine. But now we're starting to see a lot of the optimizations come to it. So hopefully there's more consistency with the UE5 titles, but as of right now, like the guys who are ardently defending Unreal Engine 5 and saying it's not the engine, like you weren't there when they had to go from forward rendering to deferred rendering, and deferred rendering took a while. But with every new release of an engine, there's always going to be issues. So this is nothing new. It's just annoying to deal with, and people, gamers and developers are much more vocal about it now than they've ever been before. That's the difference. We live in a new era. We live in an era with social media where you just have more people who are willing to speak out about this stuff, and there's a lot more independent journalism involved as well, where people are actually able to get underneath the hood with a lot of this stuff. They're able to get underneath the hood with the engine and use the tools to be able to analyze it. On top of a lot of experienced vets in the industry who have their own platforms now as well. Oh my god, what the fuck was that, bro? pedestrian cars online just fucking sitting in the middle of the road because other drivers pass it. Like, goddamn. No, this fucking Dodge Viper can just catch up and just fucking smoke my shit. Oh yeah, fucking EA is about to get sold to private investors and some foreign some sovereign wealth fund in fucking Saudi Arabia, bro. GG the EA. People thought EA was bad already. GG the EA, bro. That purchase go through for 50, what was it, $50 billion? 50 fucking billion, bro? Yeah, GG. It's about to be a GG for EA. You're gonna sell off the company, go private. Now you don't have to answer to investors. Now you have to answer to these other people. You know the South. Like, I just don't like when these sovereign wealth funds get into some of these things in America and just absolutely ruin it. You see this happen in esports, traditional sports. We have these Saudi wealth funds come in, attempting to sports wash their image using these vehicles, right, of esports and sports to try to clean up their image. And because they have a lot of money, there's people who are involved that don't speak out on it. But there are those who speak out on it, but for the most part, they just like, oh, Saudi oil money. Might as well take the money and compromise my moral compass. And that's exactly what EA is doing. They're selling out to private equity and sovereign wealth funds. And that's very, very unfortunate because the bottom line, they're completely selling out. You're completely selling out. We'll see what happens though. EA is never gonna be the same after that. After they get bought out, they will never be the same as a company. That was such a bad fucking shortcut for me, bro. That was such a bad shortcut. I'm just not driving dirt right now. Yeah, this is just horribly driving by me right now. I do not drive this bad. Fucking blew this race. However you remember EA, like a lot of what made EA is gonna get gutted. They get absorbed by private equity and Saudi for $50 billion. What people thought EA was, if people thought EA was bad now, it's going to get significantly worse. Like EA obviously is there to make money and to turn a profit and to answer to investors. You take a gaming publisher like EA, a gaming publisher and developer like EA, and then go private. Whew. Those people that are there. First of all, a lot of the leadership are they're gonna leave, because once that purchase goes through, everybody who's higher up who holds a certain amount of shares within the company, all those shares get bought out. That's a huge payout, right? So depending on how that deal is structured, they got to be there for a couple years. It's the same shit with Bungie. When Sony bought Bungie, all of the equity that everybody had within Bungie got bought out by Sony. There's a clause there. You gotta say that 3-5 years. I think everybody's leaving Bungie now. It's gonna be the same shit with EA. All that equity that the higher ups have, this is perfect. This is exactly what they wanted. Now they get a golden parachute. This is their retirement plan. Oh shit. private equity wants our company? Saudi wants our money? Yeah. Oh damn, that was. What am I? I'm just getting bullshitted at this fucking point, man. Like, god damn! Damn! Like, what the fuck? And I'm hitting the rail and I'm hitting, like, dude. Could I drive any fucking worse than the way I'm driving tonight? Like, gotta lock it in, man. Stop fucking ramming into me, holy shit. Thank God. Oh my God, bro, shit was fucking annoying, bro. I don't get what's with these like Twitter fucking bot VTuber accounts talking about, oh, we're artists and all this shit. Just like spam followers. That's the worst thing. Is like, it's these spam followers on these platforms, man. TikTok has a spam account issue. Twitter does. Like, goddamn. And it's the same, like, type of accounts. It's just like spam botting your shit. It's the same type of accounts. Just spam botting, spam botting. It's always like this fake VTuber with, oh, I'm an art designer. Like, goddamn, get the fuck off of my account. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a video early tomorrow. Early video. What else? And probably some more Tsushima tomorrow as well. Yeah, college football, but I don't feel like watching no college football. I'm more of an NFL guy. College football to me is just low tier football.
You wanting to
Oh, get him out of here. We gotta save our nitrous right here. We have to save it, cause I know he has a full thing of NOS. He's holding off on that. Oh, he's using it early. That's what you get for using your NOS early, bro. Come on. Come on. GG. You gotta save your nitrous right there for that last stretch, the final stretch. That's it. Save your NOS right there, and you in good shape. I don't know. I don't know how EA is gonna look after the acquisition. What's not even an acquisition? It's a buyout. They're it's private equity and Saudi Arabia looking to buy EA for $50 billion. So what's gonna happen? The purchase is gonna go through. You're gonna see a lot of people higher up at EA leadership leave the company a year or 2, 3 years after this buyout goes through, because all of the shares that they own in the company, especially as a part of their compensation package, it's gonna get bought out. They're gonna get a huge payout from all those shares. Huge payout from all those shares. That's the retirement plan right there. Sell EA, leave, and call the rap. and then the everything in EA is going to get restructured. So there's gonna be a big restructuring at EA. Man, these people don't know what's coming with that. Foundationally, the company is not going to be the same after a buyout like that and going private. Because now you don't have to answer to traditional investors. It's all the private investors and ownership. That's it. All that equity. If you have big equity in EA, this is what you want. You build up the company and you sell it off. And this getting announced right before Battlefield 6 come out is shocking to me. Like, yeah, he wants to sell? And they're gonna go private? Maybe they'll touch with these guys. Like, everybody just gonna play bumper cars back there. Let them do that. Yo, like, get the fuck off my dick, bro. Like, stop. This is all these guys. This is so shitty to drive. Holy. Hold that.
Yeah, I'm doing it for so long.
take another dub. We'll take another one. We'll take another one. That guy was following me in that shortcut. He was catching up. I was like, oh, I gotta get out of here. We gotta go. Alright, we got 2 W's, 2 back-to-back W's. Let's see if we can keep it up, keep up the momentum. First couple races of this stream was rough. Shit was rough. Well, now we're getting warmed up. Now we're getting warmed up. Now we're getting warmed up, man. First couple races this stream was bad. It was some bad driving from me. This shit was bad. It was bad, man. Now we're getting warmed up. I gotta download Unbound, man, but I just keep coming back to this game. I keep coming back to this one. This game is so fire. It's like I could just sit down, chill, stream the game, and have a good time. If you guys are new to the stream, man, hit that follow button, hit that like button if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. I gotta make my video for tomorrow, get that uploaded, and then I'll probably do some more Ghost of Tsushima streaming as well. Oh my god. I got murdered. Oh shit, he got fucked over. Nah, he got hold right there, I'm not gonna lie. I got fucked over right there. God damn.
Used to rap this around your head like the bandanas, fabulous. Used to rap this hats.
Locking it in, locking it in. GG. It's the third one, man. Third one, man. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that one Pagani in the beginning. That one Pagani in the beginning got rocked. That was crazy. He said no. I'm gonna upload the VOD of that. I gotta clip that. That was funny. That shit went flying. I said, oh my god. I had to look back real quick on the camera and be like, yo, how did he crash like that? Oh shit. That was funny. No, that guy got. There's some crashes in this game that's insane. We locking it in. We locking it in right now. Oh shit. You know, that'll probably be my video right there. Is just the EA shit. That'll probably be the topic of my next video. Talking about that. Cause that's crazy. I know all those executives and higher ups who got equity in EA, they about to be up. Up. Those guys, man. That's just business though. That's what you live for. You build up a company from the ground up. The worth of it continues to grow and grow and grow. You're building great products and services. And you're like, hey, I'm gonna sell it, walk away. If it's a public company, if it's a private company, you wanna, or a family-owned business, you wanna keep it within the family. Unfortunately, you got families like the Bus family that sell the Lakers. Or Michael Jordan selling the Hornets, but his situation is much different because he got margin call for trying to short GameStop, and he leveraged his team. He leveraged his franchise. There's just certain gambles that you don't take. Sure, whatever. fucked up. Let's go. GG, bro. Thank you for getting all erratic and shit towards the end of the race. He see me gaining on him. He started doing all types of bullshit. AG Big D. No way. He was winning that shit too, and then he just fucked up on that shortcut. Started driving all erratic right there. It is what it is. Amalia VTuber 6. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the follow. Also seen that Costco stopped selling Xboxes. they said get that bullshit out of here. And then he came out and said it's a business decision. No shit, it's a business decision. It's probably taking up all the shelf space in your store that ain't selling. It ain't making you no money, so you might as well get it out of there. I told people there's a lot of indicators showing that the mind share simply isn't there for Xbox at this point in time. And they fumbled the generation. They fumbled 2 generations in a row. I tried to be optimistic heading into this generation. I tried to be optimistic about the Xbox brand heading into this generation. We got sold a dream. We got sold a dream. We got sold a lie. And it's like, yeah, you're doing all the spending on acquisitions. Where is the marketing and advertising for your console and for your services? Game Pass has a huge opportunity to get even more users than what it has. The issue is you're not selling Xboxes and you're not marketing Game Pass on other platforms the way you're supposed to. When was the last time you seen an Xbox advertisement or a Game Pass advertisement? You're spending the money in all these other places, but the thing that matters. Like, you need to market and advertise those things. Billboard, posters, ads on Twitch, ads during the basketball game, during the football game. They don't spend the money the way they used to. 360, you can't go anywhere without seeing an Xbox 360 advertisement. Now I was like, you don't even hear about Xbox in the mainstream like you used to. And I wish the best for Xbox, man. I do. I love the 360. I put a lot of time in Xbox One. But I'd be lying if I was saying, if I told you that the Series X and S are good console recommendations for anybody in 2025 over other platforms. Why did it? No, bro, I was nowhere near that car. Now I'm getting hold. EA is coming after me because I mentioned that Saudi money. Oh, he fucked up. That Pagani fucked up. That Pagani tried it. You tried it, buddy. You tried it. That Pagani tried some bullshit right there. I seen what he was trying to do. I said, yeah, we gotta squish her on that motherfucker, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, I I made two videos. I made two videos talking about Xbox. I talked about the business of Xbox and Game Pass doesn't make any sense. Got a lot of cope in the comment section. That video aged like fine wine, because weeks later, what happened? Microsoft announced that they're increasing the price of the Xbox again for the second time in 2025, and I said this is some grade A bullshit. They announced the price increase. Costco said we pulling these shits off the shelves. Fuck out of here. We not selling this shit no more. Taking up this shelf space for something that's not even being sold. It's not making them no money. What are we doing? Macroeconomic factors. Inflation. Motherfucker, everybody dealing with inflation. You know, increase the price of your console twice. And then right before the holiday season even gets into full swing. Right before Black Friday. Right before Christmas. Where people are doing most of their shopping. They walk into the store, they're gonna be like, yo, PlayStation is more popular, Switch 2 is more popular, I'm about to go with one of those, I might as well build PC. Like, what? That money people spending. Anybody who was even remotely considering getting the Xbox is not getting the Xbox now because of that price hike. Twice. And like I said, they spent billions, tens of billions of dollars on acquisitions. But they don't spend that money on marketing and advertising? You're not advertising Game Pass? You're not advertising, come on, bro. You know it's bad when they can't even outpace the Xbox One in sales. They can't even beat that console in sales. And it's universally recognized as an L. We're gonna talk about PlayStation in a second. We're gonna talk about PlayStation in a second. Cause I did the video on PlayStation. Did no numbers, but it's there. We're gonna talk about them too, cause they're not immune to bullshit. They're not immune to the bullshit and the criticism, even though you're gonna have a lot of apologists on the internet that will ardently defend their strategy. Fuck out of here, me. Oh, he spun out. Oh! He quit. He quit. He quit. He quit. There's 8 miles left in the race. You never know what you can do. He spun out. Yo. Oh, we taking the crazy shortcut. Damn, I'm fucking up right now. Got crashed again. I know he's sick. GG. At PlayStation ain't immune to the bullshit too. They came into this generation thinking that live service strategy that they had planned out was gonna work. This shit ain't work. Concord was hit grand opening, grand closing. Grand opening, grand closing with that game. That game came out too late. You thought you were gonna come out in 2024 with a game that should have been out in 2016? Fuck out of here. That live service shit. They canceled a whole bunch of live service games. They tried to turn their single player studios into multiplayer studios, and potentially, not even potentially, they did kill off a lot of great titles that we could have had. This generation of the PlayStation should have been much better than what it was. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But like I said, you're gonna have some people that are like, nah, it's still great, it's still great. Like, come on, man. You gotta demand more, demand better. That live service strategy didn't work. But you know what's even more insane to me is the fact that they're remaining committed to it. And this is not even, it wasn't a big story. Like, it was not a big story. I was like perplexed. I understand why they're doing it, but the execution behind it wasn't there. And they should have outsourced it, but they didn't. They acquired Bungie. They bought Bungie. I'm sitting here like, you're buying Bungie to help with your live service model. Initially, I was like, it's interesting. Then you start looking deeper into it, and I'm like, Bungie hasn't been having a great track record for the past couple years in regards to performance with their own game. And then look at Marathon. Shit, we don't even know. They delayed it indefinitely. And now we don't even know what's gonna happen with that. That game was shaping up to be the next flop if they would have launched that game. I think that game would have been done worse than Concord, but that's me. Oh my god, they just spawned that car out of nowhere. Yeah, let me get in the safe lane. I'm not playing around with that shit. I'm not even gonna risk it. They just spawned out a vehicle out of nowhere, bro. car just that pedestrian car just fucking swerved. Like, what? The timing on that is just insane. That's some fucking Call of Duty timing right there with the way that pedestrian car just swerved into me. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Yeah, PlayStation also had their missteps coming into this generation as well. Xbox not the only one. PlayStation did too. That live service shit ain't working. And you sacrificed your single player first party development to try to make these multiplayer live service games, and it hasn't been working out. And the most shocking part about it is the fact that they're remaining committed to it. I mean, it's not shocking, but it's a little perplexing. It's like, yo, this shit ain't working. Look at this. I made a video about this a month ago. Say, hey, PlayStation remains committed to live service games. They had an entire webinar, an investors webinar, talking about the business of PlayStation. It's their fireside chat, right? And they talk about it for each segment of Sony. This one in particular is about their games and network services segment, right? 30 minutes long. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Talking about their strategy. They talked about Marathon. They talked about Concord, everything. Like, you want to know the inner workings? You gotta listen to those. You have to listen to those quarterly earnings reports. You gotta look at their games and network services presentations, the slideshows. Look at that, and listen to those fireside chats. I listened to it, and I said I have to make this video. The video ain't pop off, but it's there in the archives. I can always pull it up as evidence. Like, hey, the live service model ain't working, but they're remaining committed to it. These guys are like, bro, what are you doing, man? But you're gonna have the fanboys that's gonna fanboy. It is what it is. That's just the natural state of the internet. People's entire brand is that, but catastrophic. Bad race for me because at the beginning everybody just dashed into me, bro. Xbox gamers got sold a myth and a dream. PlayStation gamers over here feeling a little bit underwhelmed. Like, damn, this generation ain't what it should have been. We were promised this, and that. You got the Nintendo gamers, they're taking it. Nintendo gamers, they're like, shit. Nintendo gamers are. They're some of the most interesting people in the market, because, like, oh my god, the pricing of the Switch 2, I'm saying, like, these people who are like, especially the content creators who are like Nintendo centric, like, they're big Nintendo gamers. They're the guys who are like, I don't know about the pricing, man. They still bought the shit day one. Still bought it anyways. Don't believe the cap. Don't believe the cap you see from some of these guys. A lot of those guys are gonna cave, fold, and still buy the shit anyways. It's the same thing with the Call of Duty gamers. Oh my god. Black Ops 6 is so bad. Things are never gonna change. Skill-based matchmaking, disbanding lobbies, blah 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 blah. You're still buying the game every year. I ain't buy Black Ops 6. I'm definitely not copping Black Ops 7. I'm done with the bullshit. Most of these guys, they still gonna buy the game, complain about the same shit they complain about every single year. It's the same thing with 2K. I ain't buying fucking 2K. I ain't bought 25. I'm definitely not buying 26. I see what 2K26 is, just 2K27 reskin, or 2K17 reskin. You got big men that can shoot. Stretch bigs. Hitting contested shots, greening contested shots. I'm like, yeah, I ain't. What the Black Hawk call them? Ball and gun gamers. Those are the guys who I see crying the most on social media talking about gaming is dead. Oh my god, gaming is dead. Gaming is born. There's so many games out here to play, man. I'm gonna continue to preach this. Old and new games. You got a backlog of games you ain't getting through. And you got new releases coming out, so. There's always something to play. I go back and play something on the emulator. There's new games coming out. You can always clear out your backlog. We got 5 miles left. Let's get this plan. Oh shit. These guys fucked up. Both of them did. Both of them did. Oh my god. Yo. Hey. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Both of those motherfuckers crashed on the same turn. God damn. Ain't no way. That's crazy. Yeah, I talked about PlayStation. Look, you wanna see why? You wanna see why they're remaining committed to the live service shit? It's because of this chart right here. This is it. In the PlayStation Store, 53% of the revenue comes from these IPs right here. 53% of the revenue get generated from the PlayStation Store. I'm going to put this up again. 53% of all revenue on the PlayStation Store is generated from these 10 IPs. None of them belong to PlayStation. All of these are live service games. Look at this. In the company's new business segment meeting, Sony revealed some stats behind the PlayStation Store. Most notable is the fact that GTA 5, Genshin Impact, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Roblox, NBA 2K, EA Sports FC, EA Sports College Football, plus subscription services like EA Play and Ubisoft Plus Classics made up 53% of the store's digital revenue between April 2024 and March 2025. To put that into perspective, 12,000 other games on PS5, and PS5 gets to share the rest of the pie. 12,000 games made less money on PlayStation Store than the 8 biggest games, plus 2 subscription services. That's why Sony wants to remain committed to live service. They want a piece of that pie. That's all it is. Live service, there's a lot of money in live service. But the issue is, and you see this with Destiny 2, is the sustainability of your live service model with your game. If your content has to be consistent to keep your player base high, and then people have to keep spending money on your platform. When you lose players, that's less revenue that you're going to be able to generate because that's less people spending money on your game. You have to have good player retention with live service games, or make it so that like your 2Ks, your Maddens, or Call of Duty, they're annual releases. Not every game can succeed in live service. It's a very competitive market. You're competing for the attention of a lot of gamers. You're competing for the time and the attention of a lot of gamers. Oh, he just crashed into the invisible car. Damn, I might have used my NOS too early. Ain't matter. Still fresh out on. But yeah, despite PlayStation's live service commitments, I mean, they'll still be good in the long term because they still have the studio talent to be able to make a lot of the great games they want to make. Like we see, like Wolverine is coming out, Ghost of Yote, that Seiros game is coming out next year. Like now you're starting to see like the rollout's there. I said end end of end of PS5 going into PS6. That's when you're gonna see a lot of the heavy hitting titles because the live service mandate ruined a lot of what the studio's original intention of what their games are supposed to be for this generation was supposed to be. So PS6, be on the lookout. Remember, we're 5 years into this generation. 5 years into this generation. PS5 Series X came out in 2020. PS4, Xbox One was a 4-year, no 7-year generation. 7 years, because those consoles came out in 2013. So I'm expecting a 2027, maybe 2028. If a new console comes out in 2028, that means that there's something up with manufacturing or pricing during that time where they just have to delay a year. But I'm anticipating 2027, as are many other people. Still got 4 miles left on this race. Popped up right there. I should have just kept going. Whatever. Oh shit. Yeah, we were just racing for a while right there. But let me show this real quick before I end stream. Because this shit's hilarious to me.
How committed are you to live game services? Are you going to invest as much capital into live game services as you originally planned?
Yeah, we remain very committed to building a diverse and a resilient live service portfolio. I mean, we have MLB The Show, Destiny 2, Helldivers 2, and these are all really good examples of the type of titles that we're looking to develop. These titles have already established an enduring player experience, a set of player experiences and communities across quite a wide range of different genres. And together that provides a really good foundation for our ambitions in this category. I would say that additionally, we are continuing to invest
GG's, bro.
in live
GG's.
services, with Helldivers 2 providing such a great example of the level of success we can achieve if we get everything right. So that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was leading the lobby pretty much all day, so I was like, hey, I've been winning too many races. I have to just move on, bro. But yeah, E Williams, if you want to see some more Hot Pursuit gameplay, hit that follow button, man. I would very appreciate that. It would be great because it's open lobbies all day every day, so anybody can pull up and just race. We're gonna have some more races going on. E Williams. GG's.
That game has been a true breakout success. It's been attracting and retaining significant community and very engaged players since we launched that back in February of 24. And this ongoing success, I think, is further evidenced in how we deal with the monetization. So microtransactions now in that game make up more than half of the revenue. We're also very excited about
It's that revenue. It's all it is. They want that microtransaction live service revenue from these games.
Marathon's anticipated launch in this fiscal year.
Great. Speaking of Marathon, what have you learned from your foray into live game services, including
Marathon?
And how does this relate to Marathon and the recent alpha test?
Marathon.
So live service, we really see that as a great opportunity for us. But with this great opportunity are some unique challenges associated. So
oh yeah,
we talked about it, some early success as with Helldivers 2. We've also faced some challenges as with the release of Concord. I think that some really good work actually went into that.
Whatever, we'll touch on that again. I made the video, I posted it. It ain't do anything too significant, but it's there. This is what they want. They want that 53% revenue that these games are making from live service revenue. That's what they want. Because for them, if they're able to capitalize on that, that's pure profit. Anyways, pretty much the end of the stream. Guys on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. Consistent with the live streams, consistent with the videos. We're gonna have another video dropping tomorrow. Still got nailed on the topic, but I think I know what I'm gonna make the video about. Consistent live streams. We have been very consistent with the live stream. So pull up to the live streams. We're growing the community. Almost at 500 subs. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. And yeah, this is pretty much it for you guys. I seen people pop in and out the stream, but nobody really talks. And then if anybody does talk, it's somebody probably like that pulled up in the race, they see my stream, and like, yeah, let's hop in the lobby and see if I can get a W so I can spam GG in the chat. It's hilarious, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.